Hello Slaters! Slaters, I hope you all have seen the introduction video of this 7th chapter. So can you all tell me, what is it all about? Correct. It is about animal world. We know that we share our planet Earth with many species of animals and birds. They are found everywhere. Let's learn more about them from this lesson. So Slaters, please turn to page number 35. Ready? Now let's begin with the poem about animals. Animals on Earth. Animals live on Earth everywhere. On land, in water and in air. Fish and whale in waters deep. Crabs and turtles on sand they creep. Penguins and seals in the frozen poles. Lizards and snakes in hot desert holes. Yaks and goats in the mountain cold. Lions and tigers in the forests old. Zebras and deer in forests green. Monkeys and birds on treetops are seen. The place where animals freely roam is called their habitat or sweet home. Wow, what a wonderful poem. The poem covered almost all places in which we find animals, isn't it? Animals live on land, water and in the air. They make their homes in the forests, mountains, deserts, frozen poles, sand and on treetops. The poem gives an amazing understanding of different homes that animals make in these different places. These sweet homes of animals are called their habitats. Habitat is a place in which they are habituated to live. The picture beside the poem also shows different animals that live on land and water. You can see the whale, crocodile and frogs in the water. You see the lion, tortoise, elephant and deer on land. Our world is beautiful and interesting because of these amazing animals around us, isn't it? Now let's continue reading from the textbook. Most animals live and move around in groups. They stay together to find food and water, protect themselves from enemies and raise their young ones. Now Slaters, let's underline some new words. Underline the word enemies. E-N-E-M-I-E-S. Enemies. It means someone who can cause harm to someone else. Underline the word protect. P-R-O-T-E-C-T. Protect. It means to keep oneself safe from any harm or injury. So Slaters, all of you must have observed that many animals live together in groups. They stay together for mainly three reasons. One is to find food and water. Second, for protecting themselves from enemies. And third, for raising their children. Now Slaters, we all live in a family, isn't it? We live in a group which we call as a family. Similarly, animals also form groups with many families in it. They stick together in order to be protected. You all must have heard the proverb, united we stand, divided we fall. The proverb means that when we are together and united, we are stronger. The animals also seem to follow this proverb and stay in groups. They get food, protection and help from the other group members in raising their children. Now let's learn more about these animal groups from the lesson. Let's read further from the textbook. Animal groups. Cows, buffaloes, horses, elephants, zebras and deer are some animals that live in groups. Each group is called a herd. Animals that live in a group have a leader. The leader protects the group. So slaters, you must have seen buffaloes and cows grazing in the field sometimes. This animal group is called a herd. A herd is a social group of animals of the same species or type. So you will always find a group of buffaloes together and never buffaloes and elephants together in a group, isn't it? Now, just like in humans, a group or a team has a leader. Similarly, animal groups also have leaders. This leader protects the entire group. In these animal groups, the member of the groups look up to their leaders for support. Now, in these animal groups, mostly the female is observed as the leader. For example, in the herd of elephants, the oldest female plays a role of the leader. Similarly, in hyenas, killer whales and lions, the females take up the leadership roles. Let's learn more about this from the textbook. In an elephant herd, 10 or more female elephants and their calves live together. The oldest female in the herd leads the group and takes decisions. She also protects the other members of the herd from enemies. The male elephants live with the group for some years and then move away. So slaters, let's underline the new word calves. C-A-L-V-E-S. Calves. It means newborn babies of animals which live in a herd. Now slaters, the herds of elephant consist of an adult female elephants and their young ones. They move together and are very cooperative. The entire group or family of elephants make decisions together for the safety of the herd. The group members help everyone in finding food and also in caring for their young ones. Now in these herd of elephants, the male elephants leave the group once they are 14 to 15 years old. In this case, the oldest and the largest female elephant becomes the leader of the group. This leader of the group makes the decisions and keeps the entire group away from danger. The leader instructs and explains her daughters on how to take care of their young ones. Researchers have shown that these oldest female elephants also were best at recognizing a male lion's roar. She bunches her herd together when she hears the roar in order to protect the group from a possible attack. Let's read further from the textbook. Let's read the Did You Know section. Did you know? In a herd of elephants, young female elephants often take care of all the calves in the herd while the mother takes a dip in a lake. So slaters, we discussed about this earlier too, isn't it? The female leaders teach and guide their daughters in nursing or taking care of the young ones. Once the young female elephants learn this, they take care of the calves or the young ones of the elephants while the mothers take a dip in the lake. You all know that elephants love to have fun and have bath in mud and water, isn't it? They do this to keep their skin cool. Let's peep further into the world of animals. Now slaters, when we talk about animal groups, how can we forget one of the most powerful predators of the jungle? Can you all tell me which animal am I talking about? Correct, lion. Lions also live in a group and their group is called a pride. Let's learn more about this from the textbook. Slaters, please turn to page number 36. Ready? Place your finger on the text as we read. A group of lions is called a pride. In a pride, it is the lioness that hunts. Members of a pride always help a wounded member. An injured lioness lives on meat brought by the other lionesses of the pride. So Slaters, first let's underline the new words. Underline the word wounded. W-O-U-N-D-E-D. Wounded. It means to have a cut or injury on the body. So Slaters, the pride of a lion consists of 2 to 3 males and 5 to 10 females along with their young ones. Most of the females are all related to each other. Lions are the only cats which live in groups. Lions are expert hunters. However, the majority of hunting is done by female lions or the lioness. If any member of the pride is wounded, then the other members take care of the injured lioness by bringing food to her. Wow, that is really a very kind gesture, isn't it? Now let's read further from the textbook. A group of chimpanzees, gorillas and monkeys is called a band. Chimpanzees live in a group of 15 to 80. The mother chimpanzee and her babies form a smaller group within the band. These animals use sounds, facial expressions and gestures to communicate with one another. Slaters, underline the word chimpanzee. C-H-I-M-P-A-N-Z-E-E. Chimpanzee. A small African ape with black or brown fur. Now underline the word gorillas. G-O-R-I-L-L-A-S. Gorillas. Gorillas are very large apes with long arms, shoulder and black fur. Underline the word expressions. E-X-P-R-E-S-S-I-O-N-S. Expressions. It means look on the face that conveys a specific emotion. Underline the word gestures. G-E-S-T-U-R-E-S. Gestures. It means movement of body part like head or hand for conveying an idea. Underline the word communicate. C-O-M-M-U-N-I-C-A-T-E. Communicate. It means to share or exchange information. So Slaters, monkeys and apes are both primates. This means that they both are part of the human family tree. They are the animals which have the closest resemblance to humans. The fastest way to differentiate between a monkey and an ape is to check the presence or absence of a tail. All monkeys have a tail. However, apes do not have tails. The group of monkeys and apes are called bands. They have 15 to 80 members in their band. Monkeys and apes both make gestures, sounds, and show expressions for communicating with each other. Humans have also been successful to train some of the individual apes to learn human sign language. These monkeys and apes alert or alarm the member of their groups from danger by making loud sounds and by jumping on the trees. The apes use a wide range of facial expressions and gestures to communicate. You all must have seen that the gorilla beats its chest and the monkeys show teeth for displaying and communicating dominance. You all must have seen this display in the movies like King Kong, isn't it? Let's continue reading from the textbook. A group of bees is called a swarm. Bees live in a hive. A hive has a queen bee, thousands of worker bees, and a few hundred male bees called drones. The queen bee lays eggs. The worker bees look after the queen bee and the young bees. They also collect nectar from flowers. Fish live in groups called schools. Ants live in a very large group called a colony. Slaters, let's underline the word nectar. 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 Nectar is a sugary fluid secreted by the flowers. Also underline the word drone. D-R-O-N-E. Drone. So slaters, both of the above mentioned insect groups, the bees and the ants, are known as social animals. They are called social animals because they live together in large numbers, communicate with each other, and divide work amongst each other. So as we read from the textbook, the group of bees is called a swarm. They live in a beehive. The group consists of a queen bee, drones, and worker bees. The queen has just one job of laying eggs. Worker bees bring nectar to the beehive and also take care of the young ones. Now slaters, bees provide humans with something very yummy, tasty and healthy. Can you all tell me, what is it? Correct, honey. I am sure many of you like honey. Now just like bees, ants too live together in large numbers. Their group is called a colony. The group of fish is called a school. Slaters, in similar way, many animal groups have different names. A group of giraffes is called a tower. A group of rabbits is called a nest or colony. A group of crocodiles is called a basque. A group of butterflies is called a kaleidoscope. A group of camels is called a caravan. And a group of puppies is called a litter. So slaters, I hope you enjoyed to learn about animals and their groups. I would like you all to learn the new words and their meanings. I will meet you in the next session. Till then, keep learning. Thank you.